Salve, this is PTSD Manga, and this is Wild Strawberry, not to be confused with Wild Strawberries, the movie. Poison Ivy, Dr. Stone, Chainsaw Man meets Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors, or, you know, Jayce and the Conquerors of Light, which probably would have made it go over better. So this is my initial reaction. I'm probably going to review the chapters too, but I'll probably do. So this is the thing that's kind of like got it popular. Like, see how they do this? Like they threw the color thing in there, and the black and white, and that's on page 8 to 9 instead of the usual way. And now with that same chapter, 10 and 11, you can see how they throw in that color, and that is basically, that's his sister. Keanu, we'll go through the names a little later. You see, and then this is all chapter 1, and then you can see all this color. Like, this is when she blooms. It was kind of like full bloom. And boom, then you can see another chapter, chapter 2, 44, 45, when we do the color page on that one. So that's actually a really nice color spread. But if it's, this is when I really got interested in it. We get to see an attractive female. She's the cadet. Like I said, we'll go over to the details a little bit more because I'm going to do the recap review. But you can see 50% bloom, the fastest way. I mean, full bloom, sword-tooth power. I mean, it's kind of like Black Clover, you're using the devil power. Then you can see him, that's him in like the bloom thing. This is kind of like the Chainsaw Man aspect of it. And then you can see, this is the other guy, the guy Rashun Divine. So we get like, he's got a little dog and stuff. So let's see. So yeah, Wild Strawberry. She, so basically, it's got like the sister complex, but it's got a brother complex too, but they're not related biologically, so it kind of like normalizes that stuff. And then like they start out where they get the plants adopt them to eat, and the plants in this are called like Jinka, yeah, I think that's how you say it. So 26 years ago, April 26th, which is odd because that's when I got the Hound Days Haze. Plants engulf Tokyo and the Jinka bloom. Like they Jinka bloom, like, so you could all of a sudden just bloom into a plant and all this other stuff. And yeah, so the interesting thing, so basically, yeah, and then it's like, you know, you have like, it's almost like Poison Ivy. She's like Poison Ivy a bit. It's like almost like Star Trek when you had the space hippies, the Giggle Patch from Magic Garden, like evolution. It's like bio-organic with like an armor and everything like that. His goal is to try to turn her human again, because she becomes like his heart, almost like Chainsaw Man. It's like a fantasy post-apocalypse horror dystopian thing. So like Wild Strawberry is really a lot like Jayce and the Conquerors of Light, Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors. I really liked that growing up. You had like Mastermind, you had all the plants and stuff. I don't want to get too into that, you can look that up. It was like Spiral Zone, like Darkness has fallen on the victims of the zone. Dr. Stone, but with plants. Chainsaw Man, you got the plant heart instead of like the Chico is the heart. It reminds me of Candy Flurry. I think that was the name of the short-lived manga. Tokyo Ghoul in a lot of ways, because you can see like this female, what was it? Yeah, she's using the Jinka like that and a lot, you know, like that. So Kaiju 8, that's another thing, because you know he's taken over by the bug and that. Attack on Titan. I mean, this is like the Survey Corps. Little Shop of Horrors, Starship Troopers, The Happening, Fire Force, because you got like the squads and everything. They're the 7th squad, the funeral, you know what I mean? Then you have like Earthchild, that reminds me of The Walking Dead, Evil Dead, Swamp Thing, because you know, literally she's like a plant thing. Z-Nation, Creepazoids, Gumball, they have like the plant and Gumball. So like Hub Plant that she controls, like this female, she has like this talking plant. That reminds me of the plant from Gumball. So like when I saw that, that's when I started getting interesting. So basically, that is Keanu, just if you don't know. Keanu is the adopted sister of Kingo. So, and the Flower Funeral Force, it's a little thing, because I just came from a funeral wake. So it's like the Flower Funeral Force, it's kind of like in the Fire Force, how they have the they have the flower crematorium, and instead of like the infernos, they incinerate the people into the plants. And like people can just bloom into the Jinkas like any moment. So Yari is the name of the female, not to be confused with the Tari. like a Yari. So instead of a T, it's a Y. And she's the cadet. She is the cadet of this guy, Mikado. And Mikado, that's his little doggy dog. His little doggy dog is Chikuna. And Makoto is like the scientist guy that's like kind of trying to help Kingo. And Kingo's like, that's kind of Kingo in the plant form. I don't know, you know. So he basically was trying to stop her, like when she bloomed, and you can see that's a little more of a Kingo. And he was turned into the plant thing into her. Like she became his heart and everything. He made a promise not to kill anybody and stuff like that. But yeah, once I saw the female, that's when I really started to like get an interest with the thing. This guy Hikishima, he's the funeral director of the 7th Squad. I mean, just to go over really quick what's happening right now. I'm home, the plants have evolved to absorb nutrients from humans. Welcome home, Kingo. Oh, and also my little sister. So basically that's his little sister, but one day we'll stay together. We're home after coming back from dinner at a family restaurant. She's become a host. So, you know, it's kind of interesting how they got adopted, and the adopted parents were arguing over like who was going to eat over who. It was almost like, you know, some other thing. You're a boss level threat. Everyone with ginger allergies, die for real. Who is that? The flower funeral, boss. What? That's bad, right? We need to run. Run? You're kidding me, right? You're kidding, right? That's hilarious. A contest? What kind of contest? Here's what worked with my cheating ex-boyfriend. If you want to see someone's true nature, the fastest way is to give them a taste of death. 50% bloom, full bloom, sawtooth power. Good dog. I'll be soon over. I'll be over soon. Full bloom. Rashohim bind. I am Mikado. And basically, no, the Mikado is a scientist. Yeah. No, Makino is a scientist who they call Maki. This guy is Makato. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I did some of the voices on this. I think I'm going to do like a full chapter review so you kind of get like an idea what's really happening. But yeah, I think this is going to go at least 26 chapters. Early on, you had a lot of people that were like, you can see the SJWs leaving their comments. Like, yeah, that's what happens. You don't get facts. You turn into a plant. Yeah, bloom. Burn those blooms. Incinerate them. Yeah, that's what happens. But a lot of this is like organic vegetarians compared to organic vegans. Because organic vegetarians, you have to live in a symbiotic relationship. But organic vegans, it's more like an extreme. What happens to those animals? Like, I remember I saw these monkeys kidnap these dogs. It was brutal, but then the dogs grow up, they protect the monkeys, and it's like a symbiotic relationship because the monkeys get rid of their fleas and feed them and take care of them and do other stuff the dogs wouldn't be able to do. You know, like hygiene-wise and things like that. So, yeah, this kind of normalizes the sister complex. You get rid of the attractive, charismatic female, but then you finally get this, you know, when you finally get this female, it made it, like, interesting to me. Like, when I saw her, I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to at least review this, because I like to do the female-led mangas. And originally it was almost like Earthchild, but now you had what looked like it was going to be a female. That's the scientist guy, just in case I didn't say him. He calls himself, he can call him Maki, but his name is Makino. And he believes that the guy is going to be like the savior in a way. Because like the main plant, like the mother Jinka, bloomed in Tokyo Tower. He's trying to get to the mother Jinka to turn his sister into human again. Gee, does that sound like Demon Slayer? He's trying to turn his sister human. So yeah, she's a little cadet. You can see she's wearing her little shoes and everything. She's got a cute little outfit, a Yari. So I like her. She's like my main interest in this thing. But yeah, this is going to go at least 26 chapters, I think. Beyond that, I don't know. It could go a lot, it could go a little. It's got like an interesting vibe to it, like Little Shop of Horrors. Like, feed me, see more, feed me more. And like World of Gumball, like her little Jinka plant. And there's like these shearing prunes. And the shearing prunes is like what lets them, these shearing, like, these shearing pruning shades or whatever. Her birthday is May 6th. And this is going to be her 56th falling. So anyways, yeah, I would give it a try. Wild